Good morning, all of you, my dear boys. Up to our previous class, we completed what are functional groups. So, what are the names when they are appeared as prefix or as suffix? What is the order of priority of functional groups while writing our nomenclature? That is the naming of organic compounds. So, all we have done in our previous class, boys. I hope all of you read very well. So that is very, very important for us, boys. Now, from today onwards, we are going to discuss how to name the organic compounds as per standard rules. Those are called as IUPAC system. IUPAC system. Okay. So IUPAC rules as per IUPAC norms. How to write the naming of organic compounds. So what are its common name and what are its IUPAC name? Let us discuss one by one. So hope it will very easy. Okay. So now we are going to enter naming of organic compounds. That is IUPAC nomenclature. Okay. Now naming of organic compounds. Naming of organic compounds. Let us discuss one by one. Alkanes, alkenes, alkynes. If alkenes and alkynes together are there, what is how to name the compounds? After that, functional groups. So today I'm going to explain about alkanes, alkenes, that is the dienes, alkynes, and ene plus ine combination. How to name the compounds? Okay. So let us take first category. So in nomenclature, that is naming of alkanes. Alkanes, somebody. Alkanes. How to name these alkanes? Alkanes. So the general formula CN H2N plus 2 boys. Here between carbon and carbon only single bond exists. So that means primary suffix is ANE. Primary suffix is ANE. How to name the compounds? See here. So before going to take this concept, so how to write organic compounds on board? There are different way of expressions, boys. That is complete formula. Complete formula. How to write the name compounds? Complete formula method is there. Condensed formula method is there, and bond line formula is there. See here. So before going to take alkanes, so that is representation of organic compounds on boards. So there are three ways, boys. There are three ways to write the organic compounds on your boards. That is, one is complete formula, and the second one is condensed formula. Third one is bond line formula. So complete formula, condensed formula, bond line formula. See here, simple one. So that is CH3, CH2, CH3. So that is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Like this compounds are there. This is complete formula, boys. How, sir? So there are, that is carbon and hydrogens are completely mentioned in. So completely mentioned. That is, it is like this: CH3, CH2, CH3. So complete structure is given to you. So that's why it is a complete formula, boys. Complete formula. Okay. So now condensed formula, that is CH3, CH2, CH3. Without any bond, I am representing the formula like this: CH3, CH2, CH3. So it is condensed formula. That means the formula is complete in a single straight line way. Next, Bond line formula, only carbon is identified, only carbon is represented. That means every corner is carbon, boys. It is carbon. It is carbon. It is carbon. 3 carbons. Carbon, carbon, carbon. 3 carbons. So terminal carbons represents methyl groups. So this is methyl. This is methyl. So that means this carbon has one bond is satisfied with other carbon. 3 free valency are there. Those 3 free valency is satisfied with hydrogens. Okay. So one bond is completed. 3 bonds are there. Those 3 bonds are nothing but hydrogen satisfaction. That is why. So no need of writing those hydrogens. So it is carbon with CH3. It is carbon. 2 bonds are satisfied. Remaining 2 bonds hydrogen. It is a CH2. It is a CH3. So it is just a carbon chain. Skeleton chain is applied. So that is why it is just bond line formula. So bonds, carbon bonds are only represented. That is why it is bond line formula. See here. This is CH3, CH3, CH3. That is CH3, 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 CH2, CH2, CH3 like this. It is complete formula. How to write? It's condensed formula. So CH3, 2 CH2 groups, 1 CH3. That is CH3, CH2 groups repeated 2 times, CH2 twice, CH3. It is condensed formula for this molecule. It is complete formula. It is condensed formula. How to write? Bond line formula. Total 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 and. So these are bond line formula. This is bond line formula. Like this, different way of representation of formula of the organic compound. So let us take some more examples. See here, boys. If compound is like this, CH3, 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 CH2, 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 CH3, 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 like this. I'm writing its condensed formula, boys. See here, this is the carbon. It is connected with the 3 methyl groups. Therefore, CH3 thrice C. Up to this completed, boys. C, CH3 thrice. Next, CH2, CH2, CH2. CH2 thrice. CH2 thrice. Next, C bonded with 3 methyl groups. So this is a condensed formula for that molecule. Both these two are same. Both these two are same. It is complete formula. It is condensed formula. It is condensed. Now I am representing bond line formula. Bond line formula is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbons. So second carbon has 2 methyl groups. Last but one carbon also has 2 methyl groups. This is bond line formula, boys. This is bond line formula. So all these are same. All these are same. So it is complete formula. It is a condensed formula. It is a bond line formula. Carbon skeleton format. Okay. So that means this is the end. This is CH3. This is the end. This is CH3. 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 But the middle ones are CH2. Middle ones are CH2. So like this, the formulas are represented for organic molecules. Condensed formula, bond line formula. Among all these, the simplest way is bond line format. Now, while writing, so I'm writing bond line formula. Okay. So bond line formula, I'm using bond line formula for IUPAC nomenclature explanation. I am IUPAC nomenclature explanation boys. So it is, I am using bond line formula. Okay. So is there any doubt? Is there any doubt up to now? So complete formula, bond line formula, and condensed formula. This is complete formula. This is bond line condensed formula. This is complete formula. This is bond line formula. I am using bond line formula for explaining so nomenclature. And okay, now in IUPAC nomenclature, how to write the naming of the compound? Already I completed, boys. That is, first you should write root word. First use root word. After that, primary suffix. After that, secondary suffix. After that, prefix as substituents. Substituents as prefix. This is the representation. It is first step, second step, third step. It is the fourth step. So while writing the naming of organic compound, first you should mention root word. What is that root word? Root word is nothing but there is a total number of carbons present in the longest chain of the compound. That is called as parent chain. That is called as parent chain. So choose parent chain. What is parent chain? So that is a continuous carbon chain that contains maximum number of carbons, highest number of carbons in that compound. So continuous carbon chain, parent chain or long chain, which is also called as a main chain. Also called as main chain. It is also very, very important. So after choosing that long chain, so use root word. After that, least locant rule is applied. Least locant rule. That means substituents at less numbered carbons. So I will explain later. Please wait. Least locants. Next, while writing substituents, you should follow alphabet rule. First, that substituent which has first appeared in our alphabets is coming first time. Okay, after that, simultaneously. Alphabet order you should follow. If more than 2 or 3 times, so a single substituent is repeated. For example, it is 2 times repeated, that is a di. 3 times repeated, tri. Prefixes are used, but while choosing alphabet rule, so this di, tri, tetra, the words are not considered. Only so the first letter coming in the substituent is only considered. So that means dichloro, di is not considered. Chloro, C is considered for identifying alphabet, that is alphabet conditions. Okay, all together we will explain some compounds names. So I'm starting with alkanes. Now alkanes boys. What are alkanes? That contains carbon only with hydrogen with general formula CnH2n plus 2. Okay, naming of these alkanes. Naming of alkanes. Let us take one by one. See here. Like this boys. What is the name of this compound? What is the name of this compound? First of all, convert. I'm trying to convert this one into complete formula. This is CH3. I'm writing once again for our convenience. That's enough. Carbon, CH3, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Both these are same boys. Both these are same. It is complete formula. It is bond line formula. That's enough. Both these are same. Now, first identify the longest chain. So that means the carbon, that is the chain contains maximum number of carbons. So I'm using this is as longest chain. This is as longest chain. So try to give the numbering from left to right and right to left. So now I'm giving 1, 2, that is carbon number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon chain boys. No other chain greater than this 5 carbon chain. So that is why I'm taking that as a parent chain. Okay. Now, similarly, also apply from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right to left and left to right. First follow least locant condition. Sorry, boys. See here. From left to right, there are 2 substituents. This one and this one. These 2 are substituents. 2 substituents are there. These 2 substituents from left to right exist as second carbon. Second carbon. What is the name of this substituent? CH3 boys. It is a 1 carbon substituent. That's why it is a methyl substituent. It is also methyl substituent. Methyl and methyl. Okay. So 2 times repeated. So from left to right, it is at second position. From right to left, it is fourth position. That is why. So this numbering is cancelled boys, because 2 is least located. So when compared to 4, among 4 and 2, which is the least locant? That is 2. That is why I am considering least locant condition. Okay. Therefore, what is the name? First root order. That is 5 carbon chain, pent. Root word is completed. All are single bonds. ANE, pentane, primary suffix is completed. No functional group is there. That is why no secondary suffix. Now substituents. What is that? So at second carbon, this is methyl group is there. Therefore, it is 2 methyl. And also one more substituent at second position are 2 methyl. 2 methyl pentane. That means substituent is repeated, boys. If same substituent is repeated, so di, tri, like words are used. Right? Therefore, methyl and methyl, 2 methyl groups. That's why I'm representing this entire information as dimethyl. Methyl and methyl, dimethyl. Now, where these dimethyl are there, that is at second position and second position. Those numbers also repeated, boys. 2, 2. So if numbers are there, so those numbers are separated with comma. Between number and word, it should be hyphen is there in it. This is the punctuation in nomenclature, boys. 2,2-dimethyl pentane is the name of this compound. 2,2-dimethyl pentane is the name of this compound. Okay, so it is very, very important. Simple and first choose longest chain. Longest chain means that contains greatest number of carbons, continuous carbon chain. After that, identify subchains. You should follow least locants. So least locant rule I am followed by. Therefore, the final name is 2,2-dimethyl pentane. 2,2-dimethyl pentane. Now, one more example. Note down all these examples, boys. Now, what is the name of this compound? So, what is the name of this compound? See here. First, complete. You should try to find out complete formula. How to write complete formula? So, CH3, C, CH3, CH3, C, CH3, CH, C, CH3, CH3, CH3. It is the complete formula, boys. So just I am representing. No need of write that one. Okay. Now it is the longest chain. That means it is the longest chain. So numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pent. All are single bonds. Pentane. Okay. So at second, methyl group, methyl group. At third, methyl group. So fourth methyl group, fourth methyl group. So total 5 methyl groups. Where these are? At second 2, third 1, fourth 2. Therefore, 2, 2 times 3, 4, 4, 2 times. That is pentamethyl. Pentamethyl pentane. No. That is not ethyl, boy. That is methyl. CH3, 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 CH3. This is under longest chain. You should find out longest chain first of all. So 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, pentamethyl pentane. Pentamethyl pentane. Okay. Next, one more example. One more example. How? All are methyl. Why you should repeat? All are methyl. Try to write at one place. So 5 times penta methyl, pentamethyl. What are the positions? So penta means 5. 5 numbers must be there. If same number is the same substituent is at the same location, number should be repeated. So that's why 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. That means the number should be repeated. Okay. So this is pentamethyl pentane. Pentamethyl pentane. Next. So how to write the name of this compound? See here, boys. Write the name of this compound. Write the name of this compound. Try it. First, choose the longest chain. Choose the longest chain. After that, the chain must contain maximum number of substituents. The chain must contain maximum number of substituents. See here, I am writing. This is first carbon, second carbon, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or this one, whatever it is. Okay, so this is a substituent. This is a substituent. This is a substituent. This is a substituent. These are the 5 substituents, boys. So these are all substituents. So remaining all comes under the longest chain. Remaining all comes under the longest chain. This is methyl. This is methyl. This is methyl. Okay. So it is longest chain contains 6 carbons. 6 carbons means, so first of all, write down the name. So it is 6 carbons. Hex. All are single bonds. In hexane. Hexane. Now at second position methyl group is there. Fourth position methyl group is there. Fifth position methyl group is there. That means 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. Trimethyl hexane. Next, it is 2 carbon substituent, boys. 2 carbon means 2 carbons. Eth. Substituent means YL. Ethyl. Where it is? Third position. That is 3 ethyl. 3 ethyl. 2, 4, 5. Trimethyl hexane. Okay. So 3 ethyl. 2, 4, 5. Trimethyl hexane is the name of this component. 3 ethyl, 2, 4, 5 trimethyl hexane. Okay. So very, very, very important. It is ethyl group. So it is ethyl group, and these are methyl groups. These are methyl groups. This is ethyl group. It is a methyl. 1 carbon substituent. 1 carbon substituent. Therefore, it is a methyl. It is also methyl. 1 carbon substituents. Okay. Next, write down the name of this compound. Write down the name of this compound. Try yourself. Try yourself, boys. Write the name of this compound. Swaran, please wait. Please down your hand. Wrong. Yes, correct. Daksha, correct. Naveen, correct. Okay, boys. See here. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon. This is a substituent. This is substituent. 5-member chain. That is a pentane. Pentane. At second position, ethyl and ethyl. Sorry, at third position, ethyl and ethyl. Therefore, so 3, 3 diethyl pentane. 3, 3 diethyl pentane. It is a, so no brackets, boys. Don't use brackets. So only between carbon and carbon, between the number and number, comma, between number and word, hyphen. And number and word, hyphen. Only those are used. Only those are used. Okay, condenser formula. How is that? See here, carbon, 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 carbon. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This carbon, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3. It is condenser formula. So this is our longest chain. This is our longest chain. These are the substituents. From this side, it is third carbon. From this side, also third carbon. No need of confusion. So third carbon, 2 ethyl groups are substituents. in pentane. Therefore, 2, 2 diethyl pentane. 2, 2 diethyl pentane. 2, 2 diethyl pentane is the name of that compound. These two are same. These two are same. Okay. Now write one more. Try to write the name of this compound. Try to write the name of this compound. So first of all, find out the longest chain contains maximum number of substituents. See boys, see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is one chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6. But previously we got 7 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6. So among all these, the longest chain is 7-membered chain. So therefore, I am writing this one as this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is this? Just a minute, boys. Just I missed it. Just sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it is. 7 chain, right? So both the directions are same. Both the directions 1, 2, 3. Both the directions are same. Now it is a substituent. It is a substituent. It is a substituent. This is substituent. This is substituent. Now what are the substituents names? This is methyl. This is methyl. This is also methyl. Methylene. These are the substituents. Now this is CH3, CH3, CH. This group is commonly I am using iso group, isopropyl. Isopropyl. So see boys, iso here M methyl. Among these two, which one is coming first? M or I in your alphabets? M or I in your alphabets? Which comes first? I. Yes, that's why you should first mention I, that is isopropyl, and then methylene. See boys, it is heptane. I'm writing the name. It is heptane. Heptane. Next, at fourth place, isopropyl group is there. 4 isopropyl. Next, second, third, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6. Tetramethyl. Heptane is the name. 4 isopropyl, 2, 3, 5, 6 tetramethyl heptane is the one of the ways to write the name. So listen boys, this is correct. This is accepted. At the same time, this is I am representing not as isopropyl. It is represent. See boys, it is the longest chain. First listen carefully. It is the longest chain. This is the carbon directly attached to our longest chain, but it is substituent. That is, it is first carbon. It is the second carbon for the substituent. So it is attached group. Okay. Actually, it is ethyl group. At ethyl group, first group at first carbon, methyl group is there. Therefore, it is. I am also writing 1-methyl ethyl. 1-methyl ethyl is the name of this group. And so isopropyl or 1-methyl ethyl, both these are accepted. 1-methyl isopropyl, both these are accepted. Both these are accepted. That's why this name is accepted. This name is accepted at the same time. At the same time, how to write? That is, it is ethyl. First start. That is 4 1-methyl ethyl. 4 1-methyl ethyl. 2, 3, 5, 6 tetramethyl heptane. Tetramethyl heptane. This name also accepted. This name also accepted. Both the names are accepted in your IUPAC system. Most of the cases, this is the way to write the name. So most of the books follows this rule. Most of the books. Okay. So this is the way to write the name of our organic compounds, particularly alkanes. So did you catch the point? Okay. Very, very important. See, boys, see here. For example, it is the longest chain. It is the longest chain. So here, see, so C. This is the substituent, boys. So now it is 1, 2, 3 propane. 1, 2, 3. So 1-methyl, 2-methyl. What is the name of this group? That is 1, 2 dimethyl. 1, 2 dimethyl. It is a propylene. It is a propyl. So this is the name of this substituent, boys. 1, 2 dimethyl propyl. Actually, that is propyl. In that propyl, at first carbon and second carbon, 2 methyl groups are there. That is why 1, 2 dimethyl. So the carbon which is connected to longest chain should be the first carbon. The carbon. So for substituents, the carbon which is connected to longest chain first must be the first carbon. It should be the first carbon. 1, 2, 3. So 1-methyl, 2-methyl. Therefore 1, 2 dimethyl. 1, 2 dimethyl. Okay. It is very, very important. It is the way to represent the name of the compound. Next, one more example. One more example. Try this name. What is the name of this compound, boys? Try yourself. Waiting for you. Waiting for you. You should follow first of all longest chain. After that, least locant. Locants are same. So it is a chloro, boys. It is a chloro. Chlorine means the chloro. It is a methyl. It is methyl. It starts from with carbon, sorry, with C. It starts with M. So that means, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this fashion, so 2-methyl, 4-chloro. So next, I am representing like this. In this fashion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is, so in this direction, 2-chloro, 4-methyl is accepted, boys. So 2, 4, both these positions are same. Though both these locations are same. If locants are same, automatically you should follow. Alphabet's first letter must be in the least locant condition. Alphabet's first letter must be in the least locant rotation. That's why it is correct, it is wrong. That means in this direction is correct, this direction is wrong. Therefore, our answer is 2-chloro-4-methyl is correct, but not 2-methyl-4-chloro. Therefore, final answer is it is 2-chloro-4-methyl. How many carbons? 5 carbons. Pentane. 2-chloro-4-methyl pentane is the correct name. Not 4-chloro, not 4-chloro-2-methyl. Not 4-chloro-2-methyl. So it is very, very important. Okay. It is one of the rules. Next. One more example. Tell me the name of this compound. Tell me the name of this compound, boys. Just like in previous case. Just like in previous case. Please tell me the name. What is the name of this compound? It is bromora. It is fluorora. So B, yeah. Among these two, B comes first. Therefore, it should be the less carbon. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, 2 bromo, 4 fluoro, pentane is the correct name. 2 bromo, 4 fluoro, pentane is the correct name. Next, this one. How to write the name of this compound? See here. So here substituents I am representing in this fashion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means at second position 2 substituents are there, 2, 2. At fourth position, second 4 substituents. So in this direction, that is why. So 2, 4, 4. 2, 4, 4 in this direction, 2, 2, 4 in this direction. Which is coming first? So least locants, this is accepted but not this one. Therefore, our way is like this. Our way is like this. Okay. So don't use this one. See here. Alphabet rule. 4 bromo, 2 chloro, 2 fluoro, pentane. Alphabet rule first must follow and brom, Br, brom, that is B, C, F. So you should follow alphabet rule. Don't follow numbers. Don't follow numbers. You should follow alphabet rule. That is why 4 bromo, 2 chloro, 2 fluoro, pentane. Okay. Next, tell me the name of this compound. What is the name of this compound? Tell me. NO2. NO2 is nothing but nitro. Nitro, N. This is methyl, CH3. Methyl. Tell me the answer. Methyl, M. Nitro, N. Among M and N, which one comes first? M or N? M. That is why M has less number in it. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 2, 4. From this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4. So once again, numbers are same. Once again, numbers are same. If numbers are same, you should follow. That's why answer is. So I am following this one end. So this is methyl, this is nitro. So 2 methyl, 4 nitro, pentane. 2-methyl 4-nitropentane. Not a reverse ending, not reverse order. Next. What is the name of this compound? Just a minute, boys. Just a minute. What is the name of this compound? What is the name of this compound? From this side, 2 and 3 end. From this side, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 is accepted. Not, yes, correct. So it is methyl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3-methyl 2-nitropentane. 3-methyl 2-nitropentane is correct one. Okay, next. Tell me the answer for this one. For this. Please see once again. Both are NO2, not both are NO2. One is NO, another one is NO2. NO is a nitroso, NO2 is a nitro. Among nitro and nitroso, which one comes first? Nitro. It is a nitro, boys. It is a nitroso. So that means it contains less number end. Yes. So this is the order. So therefore, 2-nitro, 4-nitroso pentane. 2-nitro, 4-nitroso pentane. Okay. Now tell me the answer for this one. Tell me the answer for that one. Yes, yes, correct, correct. So numbering is like this. So boys, see here, locations. So 2, 2, 4 locations. If I'm writing like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 4, 4 is the locant set. It is 2, 2, 4. It is 2, 4, 4. This is correct. This is wrong. Okay. Therefore, this way is wrong. Therefore, this is the correct way. Therefore, 2, 2 dichloro 4 brom. Sorry. 4 bromo first. 4 bromo 2, 2 dichloro pentane. 4 bromo 2, 2 dichloro pentane is the name. 2, 2 dichloro pentane. Okay. Next, try this. That's why, Daksha, not 2 bromo. You should follow least locants. Least locants. So in this direction, locants are at 2, 2 and 4 end. In this direction, locants at 2, 4 and 4 end. So locants must be in the less condition. Therefore, 2,4,4 is not accepted. 2,2,4 is accepted. Even though it comes first. Bromo, B comes first, but least locants are followed. Least locants. Very, very important. See this. So try to complete this one, boys. Try to complete the name of this compound. Try yourself. No functional group. Those are only substituents. NO and NO2 only acts as substituents, not functional group. Already we wrote that at the time of our previous class. See, at last, the following groups only exist as prefixes and చెప్పామండి. Please check it. Boys, what is the longest chain? See here. I'm using this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So total 11 carbons, boys. 11 carbon chain ending. So undecane. Therefore, first of all, now that means this is a substituent, this is a substituent, this is a substituent, this is a substituent. We must follow least locant conditions also. Least locant conditions also I am following, boys. So see here. Now, so in this direction, least locants at 4, 5, 6, 7 ending. At 5 place ethyl ending. So it is 2 carbon chain, boys. It is 1 carbon, it is 1 carbon, that is a 2 carbons, that's why ethyl ending. So in this direction, so that means from this direction, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in this direction, so what are the locations? 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here location starts with 4, it is 5 and least locant rule we should follow, and that is why this is correct, this is wrong. Okay. So therefore, this is wrong, and therefore our answer is 5 ethyl, 4, 6, 7 ra. 4, 6, 7 trimethyl, 11 carbons, undecane. Undecane. 5 ethyl, 4, 6, 7 trimethyl undecane is the correct name for this one. Is the correct name. Okay. Next, complete this one. That is adhere NO2, adhere fluorine, adhere fluorine. Tell me, boys. What is the name of this compound? Try yourself. Two, three. Okay. Yes, correct. Yes, correct. What is that? The direction is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is the acceptable direction. Therefore, 2, 3. Difluoro. 4 nitro. Pentane. 2, 3 difluoro, 4 nitro pentane. Not opposite in direction. Yes. Okay. So it is correct. It is correct. Next, tell me, boys. What is the name of this compound? What is the name of this compound? Sandeep, please wait. Please note down that. I will explain later. What is the name of this compound? Yes, correct. Correct, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 2, 4 trimethyl pentane. Trimethyl pentane. Okay. Not 5. 2 to 4. 2 to 4, not 5. Next. What is the name of this compound? Correct, Daksha. Simple and finally simplest one. So it is second position that 2-methyl pentane. 2-methyl pentane. Yes, boys, it is IUPAC name, but it is iso group. See here, CH3, CH3. It is iso group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexane. It is a common name. So it is IUPAC name, it is common name. Both are accepted. Iso group is there. Iso group. Therefore, isohexane is the common name. 2-methyl pentane is the IUPAC name. IUPAC name. So like this, number of names, boys. I think most of the students understood well. Very important. Okay. So this is for alkanes. I'm trying to explain for alkenes and alkenes. Very important. Boys, it is very important. That is removal of one hydrogen from alkanes. That means loss of one hydrogen. The substituent is called as alkyl group. See here. See, boys, alkane minus hydrogen, a group is coming out, that is called as alkyl group. And alkane minus hydrogen, a group is coming out, which is called as alkyl group. Next, alkene minus hydrogen, that gives ENYL group. And alkenyl group. Next, alkyne minus hydrogen, that is called as alkyne. Boys, the last E is replaced with YL. alkynyl group. All these groups are substituents. All these groups are substituents. See boys, here ANE is replaced with YL. Here E is replaced with YL. Here also E is replaced with YL. Please keep in mind. Alkyl group, alkenyl group, alkynyl groups. Now alkyl groups, methyl, ethyl, propyl, all those are alkyl groups we know. Now I am taking alkene groups. See here, I am using alkene. For example, CH2 double bond CH2. What is the name of this compound? I am writing name. What is the name of this compound? 2 carbons, eth, double bond. If double bond is there, ENE is replaced. That is why ENE. It is ethene. It is ethene. It is IUPAC name, boys. It is IUPAC name. It is commonly called as, common name is ethylene. Common name is ethylene. So from this, one hydrogen is removed, boys. So out of 2 hydrogens, one is removed. That is CH2 double bond CH. A free valence is there. So this group is coming out ethane minus hydrogen. Therefore, it is called as ethene Nile group. E is replaced with YL. It is a substituent, boys. From alkane side, alkyl groups. From alkane side, like this, ethynyl group, which is also called as, this E is replaced with YL. Therefore, ethylene group also same ending. Ethynyl group or ethylene group, both these are same ending, or commonly called as vinyl group. Vinyl group, very, very important, boys. So this ethynyl group and vinyl group, both these are used in IUPAC system, but not this. This is not used, but this ethynyl group and vinyl group, the words are used in IUPAC system. So later we will use them. Okay. So CHO, that means this carbon is in sp2 hybridization. This carbon is also sp2 hybridized, boys. So sp2 hybridized carbon. So that means ethylenic vinylic carbon. So double bonded carbon is called as vinylic carbon. That vinylic carbon is in sp2 hybridization. Vinylic carbon is sp2 hybridization. Okay. Next, one more example. See here. CH3, CH double bond CH2. What is the name of this compound, boys? What is the name of this compound? This is called as 1, 2, 3 pro double bond in propene. Where is that? It is at first carbon. 1, 2, 3. There is first carbon double bond. It is 1 propene, or simply called as propene. So it is IUPAC name. It is IUPAC name. Now, which is called as propylene, is the common name. Propylene is the common name for this, boys. So now I am going to remove minus hydrogen. See here, I am removing hydrogen from, see boys, it is sp2 carbon, it is sp2 carbon, it is sp3 carbon. I am removing hydrogen from sp3 carbon. So therefore, so CH2, CH double bond CH2. Here one valence is free. This group is called as propene, means propenyl. 1 propenyl group, or propylenyl, or this is also called as allylic carbonate. Allyl group. So this is allylic carbonate. That carbon is called as allylic carbon. That allylic carbon is in sp3 hybridization. Allylic carbon is sp3 hybridization, that is attached to the longest chain. That is attached to the longest chain. So very, very important, boys. Allylic carbon is sp3 hybridized, but vinylic carbon is sp2 hybridized. Vinylic, previous one. Vinylic carbon is sp2 hybridized, but allylic carbon is sp3 hybridized. Okay. Now, if these groups are attached to our longest chain, if these groups are attached to our longest chain, see, boys, this is the longest chain. This is the longest chain. So now to this CH double bond CH2 is attached. What is the name of this group? Vinyl. And subchain and vinyl is commonly called as common name. Now, if this is the longest chain, I'm using this group CH2 CH double bond CH2. What is the name of that group? This group is called as allylic group. This group is called as allyl group. Or see, boy, it is the longest chain. This should be the first carbon. So it is 1, 2, 3. Or so see, boys, that is 1, 2, 3. Pro 2 in IL. Both these are used in IUPAC system. Both are used in IUPAC system. Allyl or propene. Prop 2-enyl is used in prop 2-enyl. This is allylic end. For example, if this is the longest chain, for example, so to this CH double bond CH, CH3 is attached. CH double bond CH, CH3 attached. Is this allylic group? Tell me. Is this allylic group? Is this allylic group or not? Tell me, boys. No, only. This is allylic. So CH2 like this is allyl, but it is not possible. So what is the name of this group? This group is called as, it is the longest chain, boys. 1, 2, 3. So therefore, prop 1-enyl group and prop 1-enyl is not allylic group. Prop 2-enyl is the allylic group, boys. Prop 2-enyl. Okay. So please consider these conditions very, very, very important. Okay. So allyl is nothing but CH2 double bond CH, CH2. This group is nothing but allylic group. So this carbon is sp3 hybridized carbon. Remaining 2 carbons are sp2 carbons. sp3 carbon attached to longest. sp3 carbon attached to longest chain. That is allylic. That is allylic. Okay. So this is very, very, very important information. Very, very important information. Next, at the same time, see, boys, I'm writing a structure. Please identify vinylic carbon and allylic carbon. See, boys, among these, which is vinylic carbon, which is allylic carbon? Which is vinylic carbon, which is allylic carbon? So tell me. See, this is double bonded carbon. It is a double bonded carbon. Therefore, it is vinylic carbon. It is also double bonded carbon, vinylic carbon. Double bonded carbon, very next carbon, which is sp3 hybridized, which is allylic carbon. It is double bonded carbon. This carbon is allylic carbon. This is double bond. This carbon is allylic carbon. So that means here it contains 2 vinylic carbons and 3 allylic carbons. VC means vinylic carbon. AC means allylic carbon. Vinylic carbon sp2 hybridized, allylic carbon sp3 hybridized. Allylic carbon sp3 hybridized. Okay, next one more condition. One more conditions. These are also important. That is, for longest chain, if double bonded carbon is directly attached, if double bonded carbon is directly, that is CH2. So double bonded carbon CH2. If double bonded carbon CH, CH2, CH3 are attached. So boys, double bonded carbons are called as lidines. So it is, see here, one carbon, it is called as methylidene. D-E-N-E. Methylidene. Next, it is 2 carbons, but double bond is attached to carbon chain. Therefore, it is ethylidene. Ethylidene. It is 3 carbons, so double bond is attached. It is propylidene. Propylidene. Sorry. Propylidene. So double bonds are attached to longest chain. So those are called as lidines. So 1 carbon methylidene, 2 carbons ethylidene, 3 carbons propylidene. Propylidene. Okay. So these, please keep in mind, these are important. Next, if for 2 adjacent carbons, 2 halogens are attached. Okay. So these two carbons are called as vicinal carbons. Vicinal carbons means adjacent carbons. Adjacent carbons, vicinal, simply called as Vic. Vic means vicinal. Vicinal. See boys, for adjacent carbon, 2 halogens are attached. That's why these are vicinal dihalides. Vicinal dihalides. Vic dihalides. Vicinal dihalides or Vic dihalides. Both are same and both are same. Now, what is the name of this compound? It is a CH2. It is a CH2. So that means, so 2 halogens at the adjacent carbons, boys, which is called as ethylene chloride. The name of this compound is ethylene chloride. Ethylene chloride. For example, if the 2 halogens are attached to the same carbon, for example, CH3, CH, 2 halogens are attached to the same carbon, which is called as ethylidene. Ethylidene chloride, which is called as ethylidene chloride. Okay. So if 2 halogens are attached to the same carbon, that is called as geminal dihalides or dichlorides or gem dihalides. Boys, gem means same carbon, Vic means adjacent carbons. Please keep in mind. So this is called as ethylene chloride. It is called as ethylidene chloride. Ethylidene chloride. These words frequently used in our regular organic chemistry. So that's why very, very important. Please keep in mind. Please keep in mind. Okay. So this is about some basics towards alkenes. Now I'm going to explain naming of alkenes. Naming of alkenes. Boys, did you the concept is clear or not? Very, very, very important. So is this concept clear? So same carbon, two halogens are there, that is gem. Two halogens on the adjacent carbons, vicinal. Vicinal. What is the name of this compound? Tell me. CH3, CHCl, CH2Cl. What is the name of this compound? Carbon compounds. What is the common name? Two carbons, two halogens and adjacent carbons, but three carbon compounds. That is why it is propylene chloride. Propylene chloride. It is wicked. It is a weak concept. Now, what is the name of this compound? CH3, CH2, CHClCl. What is the name of this compound? This is propylidene. Propylidene. Chloride. Propylidene chloride. So gem condition. Gemmed up, but so same chlorines and same chlorines. Chlorines. That means if these two are not there, that is double bonded. So if two chlorines are not there, see here, that is nothing but double bonded. It is propylidene, but these two chlorines are satisfied with two chlorines. That's why it is propylidene chloride. Propylidene chloride. Okay. So like this, these are the names. These are the names. Now, what are the IUPAC names? How to write the IUPAC names for alkenes? Alkenes. See here. Alkenes. Try to name these compounds, boys. Alkenes. Naming it. What is the name of this compound, boys? That is, it is alkene. Double bond is there. That double bond at the less numbered carbon side. Less numbered carbon side. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Between 3 and 4, double bond is there. 3 in it. But here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 1 in it. 1 in is correct or 3 incorrect? There no doubt. Least condition. 1 in is correct. Therefore, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the name of this compound? That is but-1-ene or 1-butene or butene-1. All these are accepted, boys. All these are correct. But-1-ene, 1-butene or butene-1. All these are correct. Accepted in IUPAC system. Accepted in IUPAC system. Okay. Next one. See here. What is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4. At second place, double bond is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. At second place, double bond is there. Both are same end. Therefore, its name is but-2-ene or 2-butene or butene-2. All these are accepted. All these are accepted. Next. Now, what is the name of this compound? See, boys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-member chain, but double bond is not included. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-member chain, but double bond is included. Choose that longest chain which contains double bond, even though that has less number than major chain. So that's why. So our longest chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Double bond must be in longest chain. Double bond must be in longest chain. Now it is substituted. Now it is a substituent. Therefore, 1 in butyridyl, 1 in, but at second position it is ethyl group and therefore 2 ethyl but 1 in. It is correct and not pent, not pent. It is a but correct because double bond must included in longest chain. Double bond must included in longest chain. Okay, next. Tell me the name of this compound. It's sufficient. Tell me the name of this compound, boys. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is substituted. Therefore, 2-methyl, 2-pentene. 2-methyl, 2-pentene or pent-2-ene, both are corrected. 2-methyl, 2-pentene, both are corrected. It is. Next one. Next one, that is tell me the name of this compound. Tell me the name of this compound. First, you should mind it. Double bond is the major one. That should be as the least number. 1, 2, 3 at third position. 1, 2, 3 at third position double bond. That means both the directions for double bond is accepted. So after completion of double bond, you should follow bromo and chloro. B should be at least position. So therefore, it is bromo second position. It is chloro second position. B first. That's why our way is this one and this one is wrong. Therefore, 2 bromo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hex 3 in. 2 bromo, hex 3 in is corrected. Hex 3 in is correct. Sorry, in code, chloro is there. What is that? 2 bromo, 3, 4, 5. 5 chloro. Sorry, boys. 2 bromo, 5 chloro, hex 3 in. Yeah, it is correct. 2 bromo, 5 chloro, hex 3 in is correct. Okay. Next one. Tell me the name. 2 double bonds. 2 double bonds. Okay. So see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. Both directions are same. So any direction you should follow. Any direction you should follow. I'm following this one. So therefore, so it is a but 1, 3 diene. But 1, 3 diene. Boys, please listen carefully. If 2 double bonds are there, this but is not used, boys. It is buta. Buta is accepted. That's why buta 1, 3 diene is accepted. It is wrong. So or 1, 3 butadiene. It is also accepted. 1, 3 butadiene or buta 1, 3 diene. But not just but. But is not accepted. It is the rule. Please maintain. Okay. So 2 double bonds are there. That is A is the last letter for root word. Hepta, not hepta, it is hepta. Okay, octa. Double bonds are 2 are there. Okay, so more than 1 double bond is there. Octa, deca, like A is the last letter for root word. Next one. See here, That is now what is the name of this compound? What is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 5. 1, comma, 3, comma, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexa, not hex. Hexa triene. Hexa triene, not hex. Or hexa 1, 3, 5 triene. Both these are accepted, boys. Both these are accepted. Okay. Next. Boys, please note down both the names. And wrong names also mentioned. Please keep a cross because don't follow that. What is the name of this compound? Double bonds must be in the longest chain. Those are at the less numbered carbon. So that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a substituent. This is a substituent. This is a substituent. Now, see boys, 2 methyl, 5 and 6 dimethyl, 4 is isopropyl. So, isopropyl, that is 4 isopropyl, 5 comma 6 dimethyl, hepta, not hept, this is hepta, 1 comma 3 diene. Hepta 1 comma 3 diene. Okay, so 4 isopropyl. Boys, this isopropyl also we will rewrite it as that is 1 2 1 methyl, 1 methyl ethyl, that is 4 4 1 methyl ethyl 5 6 dimethyl hepta triene. Both these are accepted. Both these are accepted. Okay, next. Now, what is the name of this compound? We should give priority to the double bond ending. Double bond must be at the less position ending. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is why 4 nitro, 4 nitro. So pent, 2 ene. Boys, not penta, not penta. It is a pent. It is a pent. So it is not penta, it is a pentant. It is a pent. Because only one double bond. One double bond, pent. If 2 double bonds, penta. That is more than one double bond, penta is used. If one double bond is there, pent is used. Pent. Okay. So that is important. So this is the way to write the naming of alkenes. Now, in case of alkynes, how to write alkynes? See here. Just one, please wait. I will clarify your doubts at last. That is alkynes, boys. How to find out? See here. So that is alkynes. Secondary suffix YNE and secondary suffix YNE is used. See boys, what is the name? CH triple bond CH. Its common name is acetylene, but IUPAC name is two carbons EYNE. Ethine is the IUPAC name. Next, CH3 C triple bond CH. It is IUPAC name. What is the IUPAC name for this one? 1, 2, 3. Pro 1 ine. Propyne. Propyne is the name. Propyne, or simply also called as propyne. No need to mention that number 1, because so here it is 1, it is 1, and where it is, it should be 1. So that is why it is a propyne. Next, for example, this one, CH3, CH2, CH2, sorry, C triple bond CH. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. IUPAC name, and I am writing. That is 1 butane. 1 butane is the name, boys. Or but 1 ine. Or butane 1. All these are accepted. All these are accepted. Now, if these are in substituents, because see here, it is the longest chain to this longest chain. So this is C triple bond CH is attached. Actually, it is ethene, boys. So E is replaced with YL. That's why it is EYNYL. Ethanyl. Ethanyl is the name. Or it is commonly called as acetylene. This E is replaced with YL. That is acetylene. E is replaced with IL. Acetylenyl. Acetylenyl. Both are accepted, boys. Both are accepted. For example, if it is longest chain, to this longest chain, CH2 C triple bond CH is attached. CH2 C triple bond CH is attached. So it should be the first carbon. 2, 3, boys. Therefore, what is the name? This is Pro 2 YNYL. Propene 2 propenyl. 2 propenyl. That is the IUPAC's name, boys. That is the IUPAC name. For example, if triple bond, that is, it is the longest chain. So here, triple bonded carbon is attached to this one. Triple bonded carbon is attached to this one. It is now 1, 2, 3. It is Pro 1 YNYL. So 1 propionyl. 1 propionyl. Okay. So like this we are using, boys. Like this we are using. So very, very, very important point. That is, so CH triple bond C CH2. If this group is there, attached to this is this one, boys. This group. This is also called as propargylic. Propargylic group. Very, very important. That is also called as a propargylic group. So this group is called as propargylic group. Why? This is sp3 carbon. It is sp carbon. It is sp carbon. sp3 carbon attached to the longest chain. That is called as propargylic group. So very, very, very hybridations are really very important. It is a propargylic. Like this, alkynes are there. Triple bond is important. Triple bond. If alkene and alkyne simultaneously exist, so see here. So these compounds are called as alkenes. Here, both C double bond C and C triple bond C exist. So C double bond C has more priority. So both double bond and triple bond both are exist. Double bond has more priority. Double bond has more priority. So that should be at the least position wise. So see here. This is double bond. This is a triple bond. Numbering must be double bond must contains less numbered condition. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, what is the name? But. Not buta, but. 1 en, not ene. But 1 en. 3 ein. But 1 en, 3 ein. Like this, the name is continued voice. Not buta. It is just but. For example, like this. It is double bond. It is I am taking triple bond. So once again, this should be the first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, hex 1 in 4 ein. Hex 1 in 4 ein. So like this, the naming is continued, boys. If double bond and triple bond both are coexist, so double bond has more priority. That should be as least condition, least number condition. Okay. So this is about naming of alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, and a double bond, triple bond both together exist. So this is the way. This is about hydrocarbons, boys. So tomorrow I will start functional groups. Tomorrow I will start functional groups. So up to now, so in our study hours, please go and see, go and do work with hydrocarbons only. Hydrocarbons only. Thank you, boys.